Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Friday, November 14th. I'm Michael Taylor on this rainy Friday day. It's like one of those it's rain and coffee kind of mornings, right? And everybody's just kind of cuddled in the house. Hopefully you don't have to go to work today. Hopefully you don't have to drive because the rain's been coming down all day. It's going to continue. We'll talk about more of that in the weather forecast. Right now though, let's talk about what we have on the show. We've got a good one for you. It is open enrollment time and we're going to be welcoming Miriam Vega from Mint Insurance Agency, kind of talk about all those things, answer some of those questions about open enrollment, how it works, how you can decide what the best plan might be for you. And then later in the program, Old Pros, they got a good show coming up. We're going to be talking about that as well with Carol Glenn and Michael Portocorvo. So stay tuned for that as well. All right, right now though, we want to keep you informed. And speaking of open enrollment, we only have like 10 minutes with Miriam, and she can't possibly answer all the questions. So if you have a lot more questions, even after we do our segment with Miriam, you might want to go to the clinic that's going to be going on next Thursday, November 20th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Clubhouse 2. It's going to help you understand your health care choices, compare and analyze plans, identify potential cost savings, review your health and drug plan options for 2026, get that taken care of if you have those questions. Schedule an appointment. Make sure you don't ask them all these questions because they're just scheduling appointments. The experts are going to be at the clinics and they're going to be the ones helping you through all the paperwork and enrollment. So make sure you make that appointment if you have any questions about your healthcare options. Let's talk about weather while we're at it. And the options right now for today and tomorrow are rain, more rain. So stay tuned for more of that. So we got rain all the way basically through the weekend. And you're going to get a little more scattered on Sunday and Monday, but the possibility kind of sticks with us for a while. So we're going to have temperatures in the 60s and it's going to be wet out there. So if you have to drive, really be careful. Make sure you're bringing your umbrella. Make sure you plan ahead for traffic and things like that. So otherwise, it's kind of mostly stay indoors kind of weekend coming up for us. All right, let's take a look at our sunrise, sunset. Everybody's been talking about the aurora borealis, how it's been major flares and people saw all the way down in South Florida. This is one from a flight from LAX to Boise. Chris Brown, thank you so much for taking this picture. This is just amazing. This is one of my bucket list things to do, is to go somewhere where I can see the northern lights. I've always thought that was amazing. Love to do that someday. Sunrise this morning was 6:22. Sunset tonight is going to be 4:48. If you have an amazing picture you'd like to share with us, we'd love to see it. Sunrise, sunsets around here, pets, places around town. We use all sorts of pictures. Go ahead and email us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we will use it in our sunrise, sunset segment. Okay, we got one meeting to tell you about. Then when we come back, we'll be talking with Miriam Vega from Mint Insurance Agency.
Did you know plans change each year? So can your health and prescription needs. Our licensed insurance agents can easily compare your options and you'll see the real difference. Find a plan that offers you more and covers your prescriptions. Call us at 1-888-225-6468 for a free telephonic, virtual, or in-person appointment. Annual election period ends December 7th.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Joining me now from Mint Insurance Agency, I have Miriam Vega talking to us today about Medicare. As we all know, it's open enrollment period. She's going to tell us everything we need to know about it.
All about it.
Welcome to the show, Miriam. Nice to have you back.
Thank you. Super excited to be here and just share more about Medicare annual enrollment period.
Yes, because it's super confusing for those of us who don't work in the industry and who don't understand all of the different components and things that you need to know to really make sure you're covered correctly, right?
100%. But truly the most important thing during this period, as we kick it off, is the fact that it is the annual enrollment period. It just began a couple weeks ago, October 15th, and it ends December 7th. So keep those calendars true.
So tell us why it's so important. I mean, what is the basics of that time duration from October 15th to December 7th? Who set that? Why are there rules surrounding that? How does it actually benefit the Medicare
It's just that time of the year that, fortunately, anybody that already has Medicare gets to pretty much shop around. People have options. So they have this time period where they can look at their options, ensure that the current health plan they're on will continue to contract with their doctors, ensure that the current health plan they're on will continue to cover their prescriptions. And if not, that's what the enrollment period is for. It's so you can have time to compare your options, what's available, what changes may have occurred. And quite frankly, during this time, most of our audience should have received something known as the annual notification of changes. Most of the time, what do we do with mail? Just toss it. Yep. So that's what we are here for, to ensure that we make you aware of those changes. And if there's something that better fits the member's specific needs, we're able to suggest different options, different health plans that might fit their current needs.
What would you say to somebody who's tried to navigate this process on their own?
That they're not alone, and they don't have to be alone. There's so much when it comes to Medicare. You mentioned there are people that already may be on a Medicare Advantage plan, which is also known as Part C. They might not even know, right? Because all they know is that they have Medicare Part A and Part B. That's that original Medicare card. They don't realize that their Medicare Advantage is the Part C, and that it includes Part D for prescription drugs. So it's a whole alphabet. Why go through it on your own when you can reach out to our team? We're licensed, we're prepared to take on your questions, assess everybody's specific needs. No need to do it alone. It's a lot of work.
Right. So give us some examples of how Mint will take that burden off of the client.
So we love to be around the community. We put together events, educational events, seminars where our members or anyone that's interested in learning more about their options for the next year can come and learn. We do comparison type of benefit seminars where we will talk about different plans and the different benefits that each has. This is where we take that burden. It creates a bird eye view for the member to actually see the difference between each plan and just make a choice based on that and on one of the most important things, their prescriptions, right? We want to make sure that whenever somebody reaches out, gives us a call, or connects with us, comes to an educational event, a benefits comparison event, they bring the list of their prescriptions. Why? Because these are the things that commonly change year after year, even during the year at times. So we want to make sure that those prescriptions will be covered for next year, and we want to make sure that they are covered at the lowest price possible, and also inform that there are extra benefits, right? There's a program named Extra Help or Low Income Subsidy. This can help drastically reduce the price of the cost of those medications. It is based on income and certain things, but that's what we're here for.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, why doesn't Medicare just come up with A, B, C, D, whatever, and stick with it? Why is it ever changing, constantly creating chaos and confusion in the market?
It may seem that way for you and for some of the people that have Medicare, but at the end of the day, it creates options. We all appreciate options. I would say most of us do. So if Medicare was to just come out with here, one size fits all, then we wouldn't have this opportunity to seek for what fits our specific needs best. So not to make it more confusing, but you have those options to stay on original Medicare, which is just Part A and Part B. But don't forget to add a prescription drug policy, whether or not you take prescriptions, to avoid any penalties, okay? The other option is to go on a Medicare Advantage plan, which is known as Part C, and it includes Part D for prescription drug coverage. This is where we pretty much bundle it. And here in Southern California, it is very popular to go on a Medicare Advantage plan because pretty much covers
definitely covers everything that Medicare Part A and Part B covers. It gives additional benefits, and it ensures that their prescription drugs are also included to avoid those penalties. So that's kind of like that package per se, right? And then you have your other option, which is your Medicare supplement or Medigap option. So if you're still following, the Medicare supplement allows you to pretty much have that freedom to go to any provider that accepts Medicare across the United States. But I always say that freedom comes with a price tag. Why is that? When you go on a Medicare supplement or a Medigap policy, you must pay for your Part B premium, you must pay for your Medicare supplement premium, and you must pay for a prescription drug policy. So it adds up, right? And this is why there's just so many different options, because everybody has a different need and a different budget.
Right.
Speaking of budgets, just as a reminder, our services are at no cost to the member. Why is that? We get paid exactly the same by every health plan we represent to ensure that we're working for you, not for anyone else.
So is Medicare, for those who haven't approached the age of 65 or who are not eligible at this time, is it a supplement to an existing healthcare insurance company, or is it an addition? Is it addition to? Is it separate? How does that all play out?
Well, like I mentioned, so you have those multiple options. Original Medicare, right? Then some people sometimes get the term confused when they say Medicare supplement. Is it supplementing that 20% that's left from Medicare Part A and Part B? Medicare supplement can work that route, but then you still have a deductible, right? And you're still gonna have to pay all those monthly premiums for the different policies. Medicare Advantage, we don't call that a supplement, but some people tend to say, well, it supplements that other 20%. Not technically, because you still are left with certain copays, if any. And that's just really what brings us back to the fact that you just need to have a conversation with the licensed agent that knows what they're doing, that listens to your specific needs, and then recommends your options based on what we hear that you are looking for.
Right. So Miriam, if somebody wanted to come into your local branch, your local office, what are some of the things that they need to have before they either come in or place a phone call, just to expedite the process, make it smoother? What are you recommending?
We really appreciate when we get a phone call and you have a list of your prescriptions. So I keep going back to that, right? Because that's where we see most changes. So a list of their prescriptions. Who is your primary care doctor? Do you wish to continue seeing that primary care physician? If you happen to know who the medical group is, that's very helpful, because then we can also review the specialists in the network and ensure that you continue to see those specialists as well. So whenever we get a call and someone has their prescription drugs, their list of providers, meaning primary care doctor, specialist, and also their Medicare card handy, right? This really helps us with that. And something, whether you believe it or not, that's really important is their zip code. Benefits may vary per zip code.
Interesting.
So it's super important that you have those things ready for us so we can make it a smooth transition into finding what really fits their specific needs.
Absolutely. Miriam, you're always such a wealth of information, and
Thank you.
I know that our viewers are probably very grateful that you offer your services.
Thank
so we
you.
encourage everyone to give you a call.
We look forward to it.
Mint Insurance Agency.
Phones don't stop ringing, and we want to make sure we get everybody taken care of before December 7th. That is the deadline. So make sure you give us a call. Absolutely.
Sounds wonderful. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. We've got some folks from Old Pros who are fresh from a funeral joining me today. They're going to tell me all about their upcoming Christopher Durang show.
Well, we just came from our dress rehearsal, which
So it
is
wasn't
why
actually a funeral.
not really in mourning. In fact, we're kind of having a lot of fun.
That's
during
fantastic.
this.
Well, welcome, Carol and Michael. I'm excited to talk about this upcoming performance.
Well, Christopher Durang was an American playwright. He did pass a few years back. He has probably the wackiest sense of humor of any of the relatively new American playwrights.
What makes him so unique?
His take on life and how people behave in certain situations, whether you're going to a very proper Episcopalian funeral, which is very straight-laced, or whether you're going to meet your mother-in-law at her home, and she is a little different.
Have you ever seen anybody act out at a funeral?
Can't say that I have.
Well, then I suggest that you come and see our show.
Well, now you've already made it funny.
Well, that's right.
And it is.
And it is. And we do 2 shows now.
Really?
Yeah, for the longest time, we would put a huge effort into doing 1 show. And this was ridiculous because of the amount of effort that we would put into.
It's frustrating for the
There
actors
you
because
go.
they've worked very hard and they want other venues. And so
we found one. Where? The Towers, of all places. And guess what? They have a wonderful stage.
oh yes.
Oh, fantastic.
So now we're doing a show during the week in Clubhouse 7. And of course, we invite everybody to come and see our shows. There's wine and snacks to be had. But to come on Saturday to the Towers, same time, but the Towers the same week, the Towers. And thanks to Yvonne Castro at the Towers, we've been able to go there and do several shows. We did the Chorus Line. We've done a play by James Joyce, The Dead. And we'll be doing this show as well.
Now, is this the first time that you've done this
We've
show?
started
The
new
Durang
one.
show, yes.
The Durang show.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So can you give us a little glimpse into it? How are they striking a balance between grief and family tension, and then you're adding some seriousness with some comedy? Sounds like there's a lot going on.
I
in
think
this
you
play.
summed it up beautifully just now. That really is it. It's
I think she did our job for us, don't you?
right. Shall we go, or do we have more time?
We've got lots more time. We've got lots more to talk about. Well, you're kicking this off of amazing chorus line with an encore
Yes.
performance.
Yes.
And
How is this going to follow that? Because that was so successful.
it was extremely successful. Everybody loved it. Well, everybody loves it. But you see up here,
Behind you, well,
right behind you, 2 of the performers from Chorus Line are the stars in the Durang plays. And what is delightful is they change total personas from one play to the other, which is why there will be a 10-minute intermission between the 2 plays.
Okay, fantastic.
And we'll just say in between times, grab some wine, grab some chips, relax, have a good time. And we do have our elections coming up.
oh, that's true, that's true.
Tell us
And
about
that
that.
brings me to another point,
Yes.
okay? We are always looking for new members, okay? not only new members who want to come and see a good show and have some wine
Always
and
welcome.
crackers, but who want to participate.
So are you looking for extras? I know you're playing an extra.
Yes.
We're both extras in this
You're
one.
both extras.
Right. But-
Always extras, but you never know who we're going to find that's brand new. One of the other extras, Dee Pocock, will be in our December show. She's in our January show, and I think she's in the February show upcoming too. And she just came in about a month or so ago. You just don't
Never
know
know.
who is going to be coming in, who will fit what we're looking for at that time.
Right. So
Yeah.
not only people who want to go on stage and act,
Ah,
but also all the behind-the-scenes people,
Oh.
which in this case, and in the case of the Durang play, we've got some great people. Susan Shoei,
Carol and Steve.
Al Glover
are
doing the sound.
Bill Russ, and that's something else we want to talk about
Yeah.
because we have a few really outstanding technicians, but we need more outstanding technicians. People take vacations, people get busy doing other things.
Right.
We would love to have a body of capable people and interested in people who want to learn how to be capable on sound and
Yeah.
on lights.
So they don't necessarily have to come with experience. It sort of can be a hands-on position, right? Kind of learn as you go.
We'll be happy to train, happy to.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because that's where the backstage, well, back and front of stage is where all the magic happens, but you can't have one without the other.
That is so true.
Right?
I'm directing and producing a show in March of next year. It's going to be a radio show. It's going to contain 2 plays. One is a script from Tales of Terror, okay? And the other one is a George Burns and Gracie Allen skit in which Gracie runs for president.
Well, that'll
How
be good.
timely, you
Well.
know? But as a radio show, there's all kinds of music, for example, stings, they're called, in between scenes, sounds of people walking, sounds of doors opening and closing, etc. And that's hard to coordinate.
Very
And
hard,
you have
but
to be right on time.
Yeah.
and it's
All
so
of
much
those.
fun to
Yeah.
watch the people doing it, like walking in the little gravel box that we have to get the sound effects.
These aren't pre-recorded sound effects?
No.
That wouldn't be any fun.
Yeah,
I mean, it's you push a button. Where's the joy of watching somebody push a button? Well, it's okay, but it's more fun to
It
watch
sounds
them
good.
trucking through gravel.
Fantastic. Well, what gave you the inspiration for the Christopher Durang film?
Oh dear,
I
you're
mean,
talking to
play.
the wrong people. Because it's not our production, it's not our, it's in our club, okay, and Carol is the president, but individuals in the club come to us and say, gee, I'd like to produce and direct X show, or by a show by this person. And in fact, we listen to them, we take a look at what they want to do, and off they go.
Yeah.
So Keithley Wilkerson, okay, Keithley Wilkerson is the one who came to us with this idea, and it seemed like a very good one. We saw the script and thought, why not? And so full speed ahead.
So here you are.
We're always looking for fresh directors, somebody with a different point of view. In December, Lee McMorris is going to be doing words, but actually lyrics, but no music, and people get to act out. Gila is coming along in January. Gila Zalan has done several directing and producing shows for us. And Roxanne Kine will be coming up in February, and you'll be in March. And we still have openings for next year.
Oh, absolutely.
And we
Absolutely.
love to have fresh ideas, fresh faces come in, always welcome.
Okay. How long did it take you to put this ensemble together?
Normally about 2 to 3 months. We like to get in the planning stage. Rehearsal is usually about 2 months. It's maybe a couple of days a week, depending upon what is entailed. If it's a major one-act play, you need a little bit more time because of the memorization and getting people up to speed, which is why when you put in all that time, it's so wonderful to be able to take it someplace else as well, in this case, the Towers.
Fantastic.
And I have to say, they were very appreciative because we're talking about a population that isn't quite as mobile as others in this in the village. And so when we brought the show to them so that they could,
That's fantastic.
right there in their own building,
Sure.
it was great.
Wonderful. Well, tell our viewers, how do they get tickets?
Oh, easy.
Yeah, okay, do it.
Okay, easy. Show up.
Next Tuesday,
Tuesday.
November 18th, because we're normally the fourth Wednesday of each month. However, we hit November and there's Thanksgiving, and that's awkward. And December, we're fighting Christmas.
Right.
So in those 2 months, we have to shift a little bit, which keeps us on our feet.
Tuesday the 18th, come to Clubhouse 7. Very
Six-
easy.
Doors open at 6:30, show goes up at 7. We say, come for the wine and stay for the show.
Fantastic.
Both
Members
are
are
treats.
free and guests are $5.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bargain to me.
It's a very good
All
bar.
right, you two. Well, come back and let me know how this play went.
Be happy to.
We will.
Okay, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks,
You bet.
Bree.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.
It's a rainy day. Let's stay inside and watch some movies. We got that for the next 2 days. Our Friday movie is a good one, Interstellar. This is a really great Christopher Nolan film. It stars Matthew McConaughey. It's brought to us by RadNet. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. In the future, a farmer and ex-NASA pilot, Joseph Cooper, is tasked to pilot a spacecraft along with a team of researchers to find a new planet for humans. And then on Saturday, we've got another good one. This is more fun. This is a Coen Brothers kind of a strange, dark comedy. It is called Burn After Reading. Stars Brad Pitt and others. Advanced Ear Care is bringing this one at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. The disc containing mysterious information from a CIA agent ends up in the hands of 2 unscrupulous and daft gym employees who attempt to sell it. And the comedy fun ensues right after that. All right, let's take a quick check of our weather before we head out. And if you like rain, man, you're going to love this forecast. We got rain, and it's not going away anytime soon. We got rain for today. We got rain in the forecast for Saturday. Really, all the way through the next few days, all the way until like Tuesday, we still have some chances of rain before everything starts to clear out just a little bit. We're going to have temperatures in the mid-60s and overnight temperatures in the 50s. And then on Tuesday, we've got 48 degrees. It's going to be even cooler. Wow, that's going to be very cold. Okay, folks, tomorrow on the program, we're going to be welcoming folks from the Theater Guild and Alignment Health. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll be here as well. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope to make this day a great one.